RSVP with Lori, where everything expressed is my opinion, not the law. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. Thanks. Hey, and thank you for joining. If you are new, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell so you will know when I upload new videos. Today I want to talk about Kim Kardashian and her quote unquote advice that she wanted to give to career women. I'll let you guys take a listen and then I'll be back with my thoughts.
Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work.
Okay, so let me just make this crystal clear. I don't have a problem with what Kim Kardashian said. In fact, I don't even think she said much. The average career woman knows that she needs to get off her ass and work. So what I have a problem with is all of her super fans and the celebrities that stand anything she says and anything she does, and making this perception that what she said was so profound. Do I think Kim Kardashian works hard? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not certain. I've never been privy to her actual work. But what I will say is, and I'm going to speak for black women because that's what I am, and that's what I have always been around. Black women have worked hard since the beginning of time. Black women have worked hard, raised their children, went to school, gotten degrees, joined sororities, made an impact in the community, etc. All of that, and it didn't tie into the amount of money that they made. So I just want to stop that premise that working hard will somehow equate to you being rich, because it's simply not true. Kim Kardashian and her entire family was born rich to rich parents. This is the same girl that got a BMW when she was 16 years old. There's still 30-year-old women that work hard that haven't gotten their first car, let alone a BMW. Kim Kardashian, yes, she's a mother. She has 4 children, I think 3 or 4. I'm sorry, I'm not certain. But she has several nannies. She has an assistant. She has a manager. She has a makeup artist. She has a hairstylist. She has administrators. So yes, it's easy to quote unquote work hard when you have a great team of people that are doing the work for you. When you're at that level, you're the CEO of a company, or you are the owner of Amazon, etc. You are not working as hard as the delivery driver or the social media manager, but you are rich. So please stop, pushing that notion onto people that, if you work hard, you'll be successful. That's not all it takes in the realm of business. Kim Kardashian was able to kick off Skims and her other beauty lines because she had Kanye West backing her. She had designers backing her. She sells the same undergarments that Walmart sells for 5 times the price because of the Kardashian name. So I just don't understand why people are applauding her for this quote unquote advice when it's not advice. It's definitely not profound, and it was nothing tangible that career women could take away from what she said. Now, absolutely, I could work harder with my business if I had a chef preparing my breakfast and warming my tea and tending to my children, and I didn't have to work a 9 to 5 while trying to push my business, Valentine's Vegan Bakery. Please take a look. Of course I could quote unquote work harder if all of those things didn't have to entail in my day-to-day life. So when you have that assistance and you have that those people surrounding you, when you can wake up and have a dream, and you write out an itinerary and an agenda, and you can pinpoint, hey, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, I need you to call this person, and that person takes your calls, and it's a given. So I just don't think she's had that same struggle that other people have to even become not a billionaire, not a millionaire, but just even able to not live check to check. Because I think in this day and times, there's no such thing as a middle class anymore. You're either rich or you're poor. And how I define that is, if you don't have at least 1 year of your salary in a savings account, you are poor. Because if anything happens where you cannot go to work, or your business somehow tanks, you're right where the person that makes minimum wage is, trying to build yourself up. She has that cushion. Her family has that cushion. And then some people made the point, well, you can't just say that because Rob had the same chances and he doesn't do what they do. Yeah, but you're leaving out the part that Rob is still rich. Yeah, we don't see any work that he does. We don't see the businesses that he does, but the man is still rich. And you don't see him, you don't hear from him, and he may or may not have businesses, and he may or may not actually be working, but by default, he's going to be rich for the remainder of his life. If he never touches a keyboard, if he never promotes anything, he is still rich. And when you are in those circles, it's a totally different mindset, a totally different mind frame than the average person that doesn't even have $500 in their budget for marketing, let alone $50,000. You know what I'm saying? So anyone that knows me knows I just detest that entire family. I believe they use black people and discard of them when they're no longer useful in their lives. They've done it with every black man they've been attached to. Kanye West has been Kanye West since Kim Kardashian knew him. She started her relationship with him cheating while she was with Reggie Bush and he was with Amber Rose. They finally got married, and because he somehow found his spirituality and didn't want that quote unquote Hollywood lifestyle anymore, he was of no use to her. Kanye West was okay with his shenanigans and his rants that he constantly did while he was getting deals for her, while he was making her a billionaire, while her entire family promoted his Yeezys, and they were cool, the cool kids and things like that at the concerts, at the basketball games, etc. While he was creating her to be a fashion icon, she was totally okay with Kanye West's behavior. But again, the moment that he seemed to take a different turn and started being in Utah and just trying to realize who he was internally, etc., etc. And I remember I saw a clip from an episode where she stated, well, just because you are on your spiritual journey doesn't mean that I am. And while I'm not saying you have to mimic everything your spouse does, that's a part of marriage. That's a part of growth where, hey, okay, you don't have to be where I am, but things need to change. Like Kanye West told her, okay, you're 40 years old, you're a mother now. Why are you still trying to be this sex symbol? And when you are going down when there's a fork in the road and you, as partners, you decide to go down different roads, yeah, of course it will lead to divorce, but I just don't think the love was actually there. I don't think they have any love in their heart. Kim Kardashian, I felt sorry for her husband Chris. She never loved him. He wasn't a big name celebrity. He wasn't all the women weren't fawning over him, and it just didn't make enough news that she would like to have done, so she discarded of him. And now her and Kanye West are arguing over North being on social media. North is Kim's next cash cow. That family creates cash cows, and they push their children. She's going to push her children just like Chris pushed her to be a social media whore, to be an attention whore, to make a name off of her face, to make a name off of her name. And it's sad. It's sad. So in closing, I just want to say, I don't need Kim Kardashian to give me career advice, quote unquote. That wasn't advice. That wasn't anything I don't already know. That wasn't anything my mother didn't tell me, my grandmother didn't share with me, or the women around me that are indeed successful hasn't shared for me. We all know we have to work. So that's not the best advice you can give career women, Kim. Please think harder. And if you must give advice, think about it and give us something tangible that we can take away from your so-called advice. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for listening until the end. Please comment below. Let's have a conversation about it. As always, everything expressed is my opinion, not the law. Thanks.